the thong, thong, thong. Time to shut shit down on the internet. I know y'all probably watching other people to us tonight. We got our special guest coming on in a few minutes, Vergil Ortiz. I know everybody named Mama been wanting to talk to the brother, and we got him. We got him today. Oh shit, Vergil's already here. Damn, he ain't even hesitating, bro. Like, I guess we gonna go right into it.
After the intro, we gotta go.
I'm gonna bring the brother on right now. This is the first time I've ever seen something like this before. Vergil Ortiz, welcome, brother. First of all, you're the first person I've ever seen ever on time, brother. So thank you for that.
No problem, man. Can y'all hear me all right?
What's good, brother? It's good, man. Nice to have you, man. Nice to have you on here, man. I know you've been had a crazy short weekend, but you know what I'm saying? I know everybody's been hitting you from every corner of the world. How do you feel, man? How do you feel today, man?
I feel great, man. I feel like I feel happy. I feel like that's the main thing right there. I feel happy. I feel content with how training camp went, how the fight went, and we're just mentally preparing for the next one.
Nah, I mean, you had an impressive performance. You're one of my favorite fighters outright, period. And you went in there, and I called it. I told Jamal, I said, bro, it's going to end early. Vergil is that guy at 154. I mean, and you went out there and you made me look like a genius. I'm not going to front.
Alrighty. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No, it's all good. But what comes with greatness, comes expectation, right? And everybody saw what they saw, and Boots and Eddie Hearn jumped in there, and everybody wants to know what happened. Like, was that planned beforehand? Do you guys know about that? Like, what actually transpired?
I didn't know about. I mean, I knew that he was going to go to the fight. And, right. I mean, that being said, I think I already knew that they were going to step into the ring. So I was just – but even then, I wasn't even worried about it. I was like, I got to get to this fight first before we even got to worry about that.
Right.
So, but, I mean, even with that in the back of my mind, I didn't really care.
Because it was weird, because I know everybody was saying, I seen it online, they were like, yo, they're going to be at the fight. So I'm thinking, yo, I guess it's set up. I guess it's gonna go down. Like, the fight that everybody wants to see is finally going down. And you guys have a crazy history over the past 2 years. I remember, what was it, last year, if I'm not mistaken? He accepted the fight, but they sent the contract over, and it was at 147, but you were at 154, and there was a lot of controversy behind that.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lie. Because look,
please elaborate.
It was a lie. I mean, everyone knows that I almost died making 147.
Right.
Why am I? That doesn't make any sense as to make an argument saying, oh, well, we thought the fight was made at 147. It's a lie. They straight up lied about that.
So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, bro, because I'm actually happy to see you right now, full and healthy, because I know when you was at 147, you had a few setbacks because of the issues with the health and weight. But now looking at you at 154, bro, like you're filling in the weight really well. You're strong. You're healthy. How do you feel for those out there that have seen, what you had to deal with at welterweight to now at junior middleweight?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I feel great. I feel like 154 is my weight right now. My body feels great. Everyone's saying that I look drained at the weigh-ins and at the press conference. Bro, I was feeling good. That was actually the best I had ever done a weight cut. Now, did I look like my face was sunken in? I don't know, bro. I got high cheekbones. People are always asking me.
Bro, it's the way. We all of us are like that. It's the fight weeks. I don't know. I don't understand why the criticism. Like, we all look like that during fight week.
Fans don't know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm losing weight, then yeah, my bones are gonna pop out a little more, and me more so. People are always telling me, "Damn, you got some high cheekbones." Like, I wish I had your cheekbones. And to me, as a guy, I don't care. It's just cheekbones. But when I lose a little bit more weight, it becomes a little bit more noticeable. But I mean, I feel great, man. That was the best weight cut I had ever had.
I mean, you look good at 154. I mean, dog, you've been extremely dominant. Like you have been putting the beats on people, and you look almost, in my opinion, unbeatable at 154. So thank God you came up to 154. So you said something about 146. You said you almost died. Like, I mean, that's crazy. Like, and people say it's only 7 pounds. How big of a difference is it for you?
Jamel, how big is that difference right
Listen. You can be 2 pounds from the weight, and your body can pretty much give out everything, and that'll be it. You know what I mean? Some guys it's like everybody's body is different. Some guys they walk around close to the weight. Some guys they got to come down, and even then, you know what I'm saying, just getting to that bare minimum takes a lot out of you. Like even those half a pound can really do damage to you. So that's what I mean. Like, bro, I already know. Like, I used to go through hell at times, but that's when I had to go get a nutritionist. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Pauline and them. So like because boxing is evolving. So fighters now, you see a lot of fighters are going to nutritionists and things of that nature to make it the healthy way. And not only just to make the weight, but you as well as I know, Vergil, you got to put on the weight just as healthy as you was cutting it down as well. Because if you put the wrong things in your body, you can come off real sluggish, or if you don't put enough fluid in your body, you can still be dehydrated and lethargic in the ring.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to put the right stuff in, and you know what? I guinea pigged on myself back when I was like 18, 19. Like, one time I had pizza 4 hours before sparring. This was 4 hours. I'm like, man, I mean, if I don't eat anything before I spar, no, nothing, I'll be all right. It was like 4 hours. Bro, that bread, I was so slow in that sparring, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't really move it like I wanted to. My body wasn't reacting. So at that point, I'm like, damn, it kind of matters what you put in your body.
Yeah,
like, what kind of people are always telling me, like, you're a
yeah.
race car. You're not going to you're going to put premium gas in the car. You're not going to just put regular gas. If you wanted to perform right, you got to put the right stuff in it.
Nah, you mentioned pizza. I remember sitting down with my nutrition. No, I remember I got caught by my nutritionist after a weigh-in in New York for the it was the Lomachenko Linares fight card. And I was fighting on an undercard. And I remember I made the weight perfectly fine, did everything I was supposed to do right. But then, being in New York, I went to go get a New York slice and I got caught. And and then my nutritionist and my team, bro, my nutritionist and my team, Bo Magnum, they let me have it, bro. So I had to go out there. I had to go out there the next night and get the stoppage or whatever because, man, but again, like it's right though. It was like, just because you make the weight doesn't mean go out there and put whatever in your body. Just like you said, you still got to put the proper fuel in that tank to
you're not done. The fight's
most out of it. You got to do it right.
Yeah, you're not done until the fight's over. So you're still on the diet.
And you still gotta slowly work your way back into eating whatever you want to eat, whether it's fast food or whatever you was eating in camp. You still gotta work your way slowly back into it, people.
It's a process, both ways, going down and going up.
Hell yeah.
Now, of course, you had your fight this weekend. The big news, like you came in the ring and stuff like that. But a lot of people have been critiquing you. A lot of people have been coming at you. It's been coming from different ways. Eddie Hearn said stuff. Roy Jones said stuff. I'm actually going to play what Roy Jones said, if you don't mind, real quick.
Go for it.
Cool. So this is what Roy had to say about.
I'm going to go say about Errol Spence and somebody else. We don't want to hear that. I definitely don't want to hear that. You told us on national TV after the fight that you wanted to do exactly what that man said. That man told you, well, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see you do nothing else right now. You can come back and go to Earl later. You can come back and go to Crawford later if Crawford chooses to do that. But what I want to see right now is the two best dream middleweights on the horizon fight. It's two undefeated guys who are equal. Don't run from that smoke, bruh. Don't run from that smoke. Let's make that happen.
What is your response to Roy Jones saying, don't run from that smoke? Everybody wants to see that fight. I mean, what's your take? What are your response to Roy Jones?
How am I the one that's running? I already said yes to the fight twice already. You know what I mean? If I can fight whoever I want at this point. I fought Bohachuk, I fought Madrimov, and I fought Lubin. A lot of those fights, people thought I was going to lose. People thought I was going to lose to Madrimov because he gave Crawford a tough fight. People thought I was going to lose to Lubin. They thought he was going to box the shit out of me. You know, so I mean, like, I can do whatever I want. I don't care what people think. I don't care if it's Roy Jones, as great as his career was. I don't care. I don't know.
I
People
mean,
always have a lot to say.
you know, it's crazy though. Before you got on, me and I was talking like we looked at that kind of differently because again, this is somebody, and I know you want the big fight with Errol in Dallas, especially Dallas Stadium, so that's a big thing, and I respect that. But we looked at it crazy because this is who Errol is supposed to be working with, and it's like he's saying nah, not right now. Go for, you know what I'm saying, go for that guy, which is Boots. But like honestly, bro, does it matter to you who you fight next?
It really doesn't matter. It can't be Boots next.
Right.
So I mean that's what people are like. People are trying to say that I'm ducking and stuff like that. That makes no sense because I was willing to fight him twice already, and it didn't happen. So how is it the narrative that I'm ducking? And you know what I think it is? People are trying to deflect from the fact that he said no twice already. You know what I mean? They're trying to find a reason. They're trying to find scraps. They're really reaching for something to make it to switch the narrative around. When the fact is that I did say yes twice, and the fight hasn't happened. So it's just like, okay, so what happened?
Well, why didn't it happen? You said yes twice to Boots. Why didn't it happen? For the people that don't know, aren't educated in this situation, why didn't it materialize if you said yes?
Well, there's only one reason. His side didn't want to fight. I can't tell you who said no because I'm not in his team or whatever. I don't know who said no, but I mean that's all it comes down to. I said yes to when they offered to fight twice already, and I mean shit. I thought when they first offered me the fight, I was actually in Saudi in November for Latino Night, I think it was called. And when they offered me the fight, I was with Turkey, and I was at his gym, at his farm or whatever. And they're like, "Hey, you might fight Boots next. You want to fight him next?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I get home thinking, "All right, this is the next fight." I'm like mentally preparing myself. I'm starting to get in shape. And then my dad's like, "Hey, they're probably gonna announce the fight pretty soon." I'm like, "All right, bet. Like this, it's go time."
Right.
I mean, a week passes. I'm like, "What happened?" So I'm just kind of like, I kind of got blue balled in a way. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, it didn't happen. I thought it was gonna come. It didn't happen. So I mean, and that's just the truth. And I mean, I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? And you know what? Here's the thing is, I didn't go out there on Twitter and say, "Oh, you didn't say yes." Whatever. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? If I were to call someone out, I don't call someone out on Twitter like, "Hey man, like screw you, let's fight, blah blah blah, you're a bitch, whatever." Nah, I tell my promoters or I tell my manager, "Hey, let's get this fight going, go make an offer or something." I do it behind closed doors. I don't care about all the all the eccentric stuff or looking like a WWE star. I don't care about any of that. I literally just wanna fight the best. I don't care about followers. I don't care about making buzz happen because I believe if the fight is big enough, it's gonna come by itself. It's gonna come naturally. I don't have to talk shit. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go push people or make fun of people, call people names. That's not what I'm about. I just fight. That's it.
Somebody in the chat was saying, if you said yes twice, why didn't you say yes now? That's what they're saying in the chat.
It is still a yes, but if it was up to me, I would fight Errol Spence next. Because to me, that was my dream fight, and it still is my dream fight. At the end of the day, it's my career. The fans are not going to take care of me when I'm retired. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what's best for me.
Yeah, and I know you addressed something last week, I believe it was, about the fans and everything, man. With the tweet, man. I'm sorry that you had to go through the dumb shit with, people coming in the end, but like, we all go through it, bro. But again, man, like for the most part, people just want to see you go out there for that one to respect you. They just want to go out there and see you continue doing great, bro, and fighting these great fights. I think, like I said, and it's crazy. The Ring Magazine has you as the best junior middleweight in the world, rightfully so. And that's without a belt. That says a lot. And then, like I said, I think even Eddie Hearn had pointed out that you and Boots are pretty much the two best junior middleweights in the world. So, like, with that being said, with you being under the microscope, what I mean, how has things changed? Just since you move up to 154 for your career, bro?
I would say people started believing in me again when I had that scare at 147. I mean, even myself, like I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to fight again, and people had doubts too. Like, is he gonna? Is he still gonna be the same? This and that. Uh, last two the last two fights before the Lubin fight, I didn't get the knockout. People are already doubting my power. Like, oh, he lost his power moving up to 154. Well, as you can see, I mean, it's still there. I feel like with every fight, I was getting better physically, mentally, intellectually. So it's about time. I think the fight will happen, and it's very possible that it happens next. As far as people saying that I'm ducking, like I said, it's just you can't please everyone.
Mhm.
You really can't please everyone. And to be honest, I stopped caring a long time ago. People can say whatever the hell they want. I don't care.
Nah, I get it, bro. But like I said, man, what was my next question was pretty much like I get what you're saying, bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, you're the one putting your life yourself at risk. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how it is. I'm a fighter as well. You're a fighter, so I get it. I think that you know what I'm saying that you just get a lot of heavy criticism now because of how good you are. You know what I'm saying? For the most
Expectations.
part, yeah, expectations, bro. And for the most part, fight fans just want to see you go out there and continue, you know what I'm saying, being great, but also continue pushing yourself, you know what I'm saying, pushing yourself as you do night in and night out. So I see, like, even now in the chat, I see why you get a lot of criticism. But like I said, for the most part, man, you gotta. I think it's like you're an ambassador to the sport. You know what I mean? You're an ambassador, so of course they're gonna always hold you at a high regard. That's why I asked you, you know what I'm saying, how you've been feeling mentally since you transitioned at 154 pounds. Because again, we know you had the scare. Like a lot of us didn't know if we would ever really even see you or even see you at your best. So, but now that people are starting to see you at your best, of course they're gonna always hit you with, who's next, what do you want to do, and then what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what you decide to do, bro. Just know you're always gonna hear those whispers in what I'm saying in the distance. But like I said, as a fan, because I am a fan of yours, V. I still want to see you go out there and continue doing your thing and compete against the best out there, because that's what makes the sport of boxing exciting. That's what continues to to motivate the generation now under you as well, going into the future.
You mentioned Errol Spence is your dream fight. Right?
Yeah.
Why is Errol your dream fight? We spoke to people. They said it's Texas, it's all of that. Why is Errol an important fight for you to happen?
It's more than Texas. I mean, not only are we from the same Texas, the same state, and we trained in the same cities around. We trained in the same gym. We had the same trainer, and I grew up around him, and I would watch him spar all the time. And I mean that's really it. I mean, I would watch him play basketball with the teammates. My dad would play basketball with him as well, and I mean it was like that. Like we were all like really close, and I mean we supported each other. So I think it's like a full circle moment. Just from when I was a little kid back in like 09. In 09 I was 11. I don't know exactly how old Errol is, but just it's been that far, and to see where we both come from those times, I think that it would be pretty cool to share the ring with him out of respect.
How about the critics that say after what transpired between him and Bud Crawford and the fact that he's been out for 3 years, how does that affect your and people giving you credit for the situation? Do you even worry about that? Because a lot of people may say, well, they might say Errol is washed. I'm not saying he's washed, but he hasn't fought in 3 years. He didn't look his best against Bud. Do you think it would diminish the fight in terms of the public?
I would like to see him get a fight in before, so we can see where he's at.
I said the same thing to North. I said the same thing the last time we was on. I said, I get it. It'll be, like, my opinion, it'll be a big thing in Dallas for sure. Don't get me wrong. Again, I'm saying Errol still has a huge following. Jerry Jones would definitely love to bring a huge fight to Dallas, of course. But I thought, like I'm saying, at least from the public perception, I think that Errol needs to, get back in the ring, shake off some rust, and then, you know what I'm saying, and then, you know what I'm saying, talk about a fight between you two. That's why, you know what I'm saying, people are probably, even in the chat right now, heavy criticizing because they probably think the same way, like you just said. Let that man get it. Let that man get a tune-up. But if the opportunity presents something, it is what it is. But you know, we all know which fight that everybody wants to see, and it's crazy because neither one of you don't even need to have a world title. But that's the best. We feel like that's the best fight at 154 pounds that can be made. But let's say if you don't get Errol, or you don't even or Boots, whatever. I want to speak on, you know what I'm saying, what happened between you and Xander Zayas? Because I know Oscar came out very publicly, you know what I'm saying, speaking on that situation. What happened there? What was making that fight happen, man?
I mean, so I'll take it from the beginning. So basically, me, when I was gonna fight in Saudi against, the fight that turned out to be Magic Mouth, I got offered to fight 3 people, one of them being Zayas. I said yes to all of them. I mean, I didn't say no to not one single name that they gave me, and of course they didn't give the other people 3 different opponents because they're not. It's really supposed to be me on the card versus somebody. So Xander gets a call saying, "Hey, you have 5 minutes to say yes. Do you want this fight against Vergil?" And in his point of view, he hears, "All right, I'm about to fight Vergil." I just said yes. Virgil's probably going to say yes, and I did say yeah. But then Turkey called us back and said, "You know what? Nah, screw all that. Do you want to fight Majimov?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I ended up fighting Majimov, and now in Xander's eyes, he's thinking that I said no to him. That's why the fight's not happening. And then that's when he goes on Twitter saying, "Oh, you ducked me," or quote, "Did you just boots me?" is what he said. And that's exactly what he said.
Yo.
That's what he said. I mean, yeah, right. It's funny. To me, it's stupid funny. I'm like, that is the most, But anyway, so I fight Majimov, and I'm still getting stupid stuff from Xander, and and that was pretty much it. Now, as far as fighting, like Xander, look, I hate saying that I'm the bigger name or whatever, this and that, but what, like, bro, like, who did he fight for that belt? I don't know the guy. Like, do you know his name?
I think it was Angel.
Right, bro.
I think it was Angel. Yeah,
it doesn't.
No disrespect. I can't remember the dude like that, but
I don't want to disrespect the guy.
Man.
You know what?
My bad. Jorge Perez. Thank you, Aircraft. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I got to check with the chat. Thank you, the chat, man.
Yeah. So I mean that just being said right there, like, bro, like that belt, they gave him that belt. You know what I mean? So I really don't know what else to say. He thinks it's on his terms. Like, bro, let's fight on even. He wants to fight in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico, yeah.
He wants to fight in Puerto Rico. Like, bro, like, let's fight in Vegas. Like, we'll get more money though. All the fans are gonna go. It's not on an island. Like, I'm sure, and I'm sure that the fans will pull up to the island. Puerto Ricans they're very proud people, and I'm sure that they would probably pull up. But bro, let's fight in Vegas. Let's fight on neutral ground, which it's technically not neutral ground. Top Rank is in Vegas, but you know what? I'm still down to do it. And I mean, and you know what? You know what's funny is that he sent the email of the contract.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't even a contract. It was more kind of like a verbal agreement before you get to the contract.
It was small talk,
and he was saying it wasn't fair.
No, he said it wasn't real. He said it wasn't a real offer. He said it wasn't a real.
It wasn't a real offer, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a real offer. But yeah, I know. Shout out to my man Eric. I know Eric from Golden Boy. He was kind of pissed off by that because, again, he thought that is that you don't release business talk out to the public. So I know Eric was annoyed by that. I know Oscar came out by that again, and I seen on an interview people was asking you about your relationship with Oscar, and I'm glad you stuck up for him. Matter of fact, speaking on that, but from your words again, for those who probably didn't see it, how has it been working with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy so far?
Oscar is great, man. People can say whatever they want about him, and they can say whatever spats he's had with different fighters, but the truth is, with me and him, and I have no complaints about him. He's done his job, man. He's a fantastic promoter. He knows the ins and outs of it. He was a fighter himself. I mean, he was a legend. He's still a legend, and I mean, there's a reason why he's at the top of the game, man. I think it speaks for itself.
Right. So with that being said, Deborah, what do you want next? Like, what is next? What's next for Vergil? What time frame do you want to come back? And what's it going to take for the, you know what I'm saying, to make the big fight that everybody wants to happen between you and Boots? What's it going to take?
What it takes, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a fighter, you know.
Yeah, I know what my man Rick said. I know what my man shout out to my man Rick. I know what my man Rick said. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it's not possible or close to get to that, but what's like? I just want to know from you as a fighter, what's it going to take to get that fight, man? That's the one. It's the one that everyone's asking for anyway. As you can see.
Yeah, I mean, all
it hasn't even been a full week.
all it takes is a yes for me. I mean, I already said yes already. I mean, I had already agreed to the fight. It doesn't take a whole lot. Nothing much has changed. We added another win to the resume against a quality fighter, and I mean, nothing much has changed. It's the same thing. You know, I think people want to think that I'm scared. Mm-hmm. I'm not scared, not one bit.
I don't think neither one of you guys are scared. Like, again, I don't think neither one. I don't for the most part. I don't think any fighter is scared. You know what I mean? Especially at the top level. I think people get kind of confused between the parallels of the fighter's spirit and the business side. You know what I mean? That's why I had to ask, like, what's it going to take? I mean, we all know at the end of the day, you know, you still gotta go out there and get compensated. You know, you still gotta feel like, you know, you're your own ambassador. So of course you feel like you're worth whatever you know what I'm saying is in your mind is what you want. But for the fight fans that don't know, like I said again, man, it's a lot that plays into making these big fights. But from fighter to fighter, like I said, I just had to ask you myself, like, what would it take just for that? You basically said, you know, you said yes. I don't understand why people in the chat keep going back and forth about it. You said yes about the whole fight.
Oh, I'll tell you why.
I don't want to, like I said, I don't know, like what more needs to be done here. Like, again, but what's the time frame that you want to come back to as well if that fight is possibly made?
It can be pretty soon. You know, I mean, I'm thinking realistically, it should be a Cinco de Mayo fight. If I'm being honest, I think that's the most realistic thing right there. You know, it's a great night of boxing. Could be before that for sure, but I think that realistically it should be a Cinco de Mayo fight.
Where would you want it at?
Vegas. We have to do it in Vegas.
Are you referring to your next fight, or you're referring to Boots?
Well, I mean, if hopefully those are the same thing, right?
Right.
No, absolutely. I mean, listen, everybody knows Cinco de Mayo is big. Whether it was Mayweather at one point, there was always a superstar, Mayweather or Canelo. So taking that weekend will be a big step, and I do believe it would have to be Boots Ennis. But to answer Jamel's question, when he said why people criticize him, you know, there are a lot of big people putting stuff out there. Eddie Hearn just came out and said some things. Roy Jones, everybody. This is probably the biggest fight that can be made right now in boxing. At least I believe so.
No, 154. Let's be real, man. 154 is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, division. And you're at the top of the food chain, of course. You're you know what I'm saying? You're technically the man at the division. So it comes with the territory. So I get why the fans and everyone's saying things. But again, bro, it's up to you, bro. Like, but we want to see it, bro.
I want to see it too.
I
want to see it too.
All right, I was like, we want to see it, brother. I don't get what more people want for you. I guess they want you to put pen and paper right now at the moment. I guess I don't know, but again, if you're saying that's what you want next, and this is what's going to take to happen, that's what you wanted to happen at, you know, I'm fine. And then again, for those who saying why wait to May, he just said also it can happen before that as well. So y'all gotta chill.
Well, people don't listen. See that? You see the reason why I tune out all that noise?
He just said
because people do not listen. People are actually dumb. I mean, I don't care. People are dumb. They do not listen. They do not comprehend. They do not understand. That's why I tune out everything that they say, because they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I mean, Eddie Hearn did make some comments. I could play the video for everyone. He said basically he believes you want the fight, but he said your handlers may not be as confident in as you are. And he referred to your dad as well as Oscar.
I could say the same thing about him. How come we didn't fight at Boots' first fight at 154. Supposedly he's supposed to be the future number one pound for pound fighter. How come they had to get someone that was easily, we all know easily it was going to be a first round, second round knockout. We all know how that fight was going to play out. If he has that much confidence in him, how come we didn't make that fight happen next? Because that was the fight. This fight that happened right here, that was supposed to be that fight versus me and him. So Eddie Hearn can say anything that he wants. The bottom line is he had him fight what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know
at the end of the day, you know, we were ready to fight him next. We were ready to fight him for this fight, but they went another way. They fought that guy that he knocked out in the first round. So all the people that are commenting right now, I can't read it. It's too small.
No,
but they're not. They're gonna deflect off of all of that because it should have happened last Saturday.
No, I mean it should have. I mean, we all want to see. We want to see it for a long time. How does the man Turkey Al-Sisi, because I know he's somebody that has actually brought up the fight. Has he reached out to you to make this the next fight? Are we in motion? What's actually going on?
As far as right now, I haven't heard anything from him. But you know what? He can also vouch for me that I also said yes, and the other side said no. I don't know if he's said that before, but he can vouch for me too.
I just want to see this damn fight, man.
I know, man. I'm tired of talking about like he said no, he should this high school shit. Like he said no, you didn't. Like that, I hate it. And it makes me feel like I'm some teenage girl, you know, going back and forth. I'm like, oh no, you say, he said, she said. I don't like that, bro. Right. Like let's just fight.
It did. I'll tell you this. It did catch me by surprise that he jumped in the ring like that. That really caught me by surprise because, again, he had the opportunity to take the fight before, right? And he said he wouldn't go to 154. Then he said he would just unify at 147. Didn't do that. Then came to 154. So I'm kind of like confused at the actions. So when I seen him step in the ring, I'm like, did he see something? Did he see a vulnerability? What is it that Boots saw?
That's kind of hard in 2 rounds, bro. I'm just it's kind of hard.
The thing is, he already did unify. He did unify. He fought Stanionis, and he already moved up. He already moved up to 154. It was already a done deal. I mean, I already knew what they were gonna do.
Of course. I mean, that's the whole purpose of him being there. Let's be real. That's the whole purpose of him being there was for him to, for you guys. Was that first time squaring up back face to face?
That's the first time I seen him in person. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you guys never crossed paths before?
No.
Really? I didn't know that.
Shit, we need that. Like I said,
yeah.
we need this. We need this smoke.
There's another fight that I wanted to see.
We got to chill out and say he wants to smoke. He basically frustrated as much as y'all are. I can see in the chat. Like
there's another fight that I wanted to see, and I gotta ask this question.
I think he's gonna say Xander again because he's a fan of Bad. You gotta excuse him, Virgil. He's a fan of Bad Bunny, and
Hold on. I'm
just saying, you gotta excuse my partner here. I think he's gonna say the next fight he want to see was Xander. No, shout out to my man Xander, man. I see he's trying to do the whole unification thing.
Let me explain it to
Virgil. I know he's gonna bring up the whole Bad Bunny scenario, and this is why he should fight Xander, and it could be big in Puerto Rico because my man is Puerto Rican too. So I gotta just put that out there as well.
So look, I'm Puerto Rican, but I got you winning the fight. That's a fact. I got you winning the fight. I get critique from the Puerto Ricans. All I said was the fact that he has the backing of Bad Bunny, it's very big. And the Puerto Rico versus Mexico dynamic, whether it was Chavez, Camacho.
We know that.
That's all I brought up. But the fight
what's the biggest fight now? 154 pounds, though.
No, Dad. But I also did want to see Vergil at one point against Bud. I did want to see that.
You still with that fight? You still with that fight, Vergil?
Yeah.
And would you be willing to move? I don't think Bud coming back down to 154.
No, he's going to 160.
I don't think so either. And
what's your thoughts on that?
I would move to 160. Yeah, for sure.
So you'll go to 160 to fight Bud Crawford next if that came to. I told you, son. I want to see that, bro. I think Virgil's that guy, bro. And listen, a lot of people are upset about the Canelo thing, and it's kind of like retribution. Just saying, Vergil. Can we make that fight happen? Can you call Bud out? I want to see the fight, man.
I don't call people out, but we
forgot.
can make it happen for sure. Like I said, I mean,
Can we get one fight at a time? Can we get one fight at a time, though, bro?
I'm a Vergil fan.
Exactly.
Can we get one fight at a time, though, bro? Like, I mean, I respect it. That's my guy too, man. Shout out to Vergil and Vergil Senior. Those my peoples. Rick, my guy too, man. But can we? The fight we want now is the guys that ain't prime at this weight class. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, but that's probably some of the ones in the typical weight class right now, bro. But bro, what is your hit list though, man? Because you guys say it seems like you'll fight anybody, but what's the 3 top guys that's on your list that you will fight?
Boots number 1, Background number 2.
Ooh, Background's scary.
That's a banger though.
Background's
and
scary.
I would say Sebastian Fundora or Zayas tied for number 3.
So you want the chick? Okay, you want the biggest fight out there, of course.
I just want the biggest fights, man.
Yeah, the biggest fight, and then of course the champions. You know what I mean? And I think for you, matter of fact, for you, man, not even having the title shot yet has been long overdue anyway. But again, I'm still glad you're still going out there for the big. You're not just chasing, you know what I'm saying, belts. You're actually chasing the biggest fights out there, and you name Boots as the number 1 guy on the list. So I can, but like I said, your number 2 is crazy because that guy seems like he's been getting ducked. He's been not being called by anybody. What is your reason for that fight as your number 2? That's a good fight. I thought about it too, but I wouldn't think that'd be your second choice on the list.
He had a very good fight against Tim Tszyu. But I feel like that's really all he has to show for it. I don't really think that he's that guy. If I'm being honest.
No.
We're talking about Background.
Oh, Background. Oh, okay.
I don't think he's actually like that.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's good. I think he's a scary guy for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But I've been in with scary guys, and I've knocked them out.
Tim Tszyu went in there and said, "I'm going to show him who's the bigger and stronger fighter." And I'm not going to lie. After that fight, he said, "This is what he said." He said, "I don't remember what happened." That shit scared the shit out of me. I'm like, when somebody says that, it's kind of crazy. I would love to see you fight him, but to me, that might be my scariest fight in terms of you fight him. Because he's a big, strong dude. But I would love to see it. 154 is insane.
Yeah, me too.
Vergil, would you? There's callers. Would you want to take some calls?
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
There's people calling. They want to talk to you. Do you want to take a call?
Oh, sure.
All right. 864. We have the man Vergil Ortiz live. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? I'm just watching the show. I just wanted to say to Vergil, you can't disregard the fighter that Xander fought. When you've never been a real world champion. I just think it's disingenuous. You can't keep degrading everybody in the top 10. Also, I just got to fight. I'm aggravated at you and at this point.
I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Say that again.
You guys haven't fought anybody else name. Like this is the fight to make. I'm tired of waiting 3 years for a big fight that could have been done 3 years ago. It's
for sure. But don't act like it's my fault.
No, it's everybody's fault. I don't. It's not your fault. It's Boots' fault. It's Vergil's fault. It's Oscar's fault. It's Eddie's fault. It's simple as this. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not calling nobody a duck or anything. I don't really care about all that. I just want to see good fights because American boxing is actually in a bad place. When I have a fight party, I'm the only person who knows the fight. And it's not good. I'm just being honest with you. So I don't want to hear about people selling out stuff and we want $10 million and this and that. When I go to work, I'm the only person who knows about the fight. So why are you who's generating $10 million? I'm just being honest.
I think Vergil and Boots you can definitely get $10 million. I disagree with you, Cole, on that.
$10 million each per fighter?
Yes, that's a pay-per-view fight. It's a big. I mean, I think it's one of the biggest fights that can be paid.
Now, can we go for a minute? Like, what would I don't do the pocket watching, but what's everybody getting when Turkey Alex Sheik hosted the fight in Times Square, where those purses were?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan
It was up there. They were up there. They were up there. I'm not saying it's not possible that they can get 10 mil. You know what I'm saying? Especially with today's boxing, we've seen purses. You know what I'm saying? We've seen purses, but get to that level on those type of cards. So it's not impossible. You know what I mean? So I don't understand. And again, you know what I'm saying? That's for like the business side. That's for the business side in the background to take care of. You know, with the managers and the promoters. You know what I mean? And the fighter here himself. You know, I haven't heard. I just gotta say this because I haven't heard Vergil once say that. You know, saying that I need this or I'm not taking the fight. He says a yes. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to they say. It's the handles in the background. But we can't criticize. We can't keep criticizing the fighters though that they actually want to fight.
I'm not criticizing the fighters. The manager said we need at least 7 figures, right?
I mean, that's his job, though.
7-0. That is his job, but I am a customer. Yeah. Whenever you guys fight, y'all gonna have my $80. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, boss. We got other callers calling up. This Vergil got it on fire right now. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother.
What's good? You're live with Vergil Ortiz. What's good?
Yeah, how are you doing tonight?
What's up, brother?
Just have a question for Vergil.
Yeah.
Can you lower the background because it's echoing?
Yeah, how you doing? Hey, Vergil, how you doing, man? Hey,
pretty good. How about you, man?
Congratulations for your win.
Thank you.
Puro Michoacán.
That's right.
First off, I mean, none of these guys, we should not have access to a star like you, man, getting on here. I appreciate you very much for being on here, though. I want to ask you a question. I mean, what was a good meal you had after this fight, man?
A good meal?
Yeah, what'd you eat after this fight, man? What have you ate these last couple of days?
The last couple of days, I had some menudo yesterday.
What the hell?
I had some pho right now, actually. I love pho, man. I had some pizza right after the fight. I had like 2 slices of pizza. You can see me eating it in the press conference.
I want to treat you like a human. You know what I'm saying? I want to treat you like a human. Like, these guys don't understand that all you guys are not scared of each other. No one is. It's business. If the fights are going to happen, they're going to happen. And that's all I want to say, man. These guys, you know, Dios te bendiga. For real, bless you, man. Let's keep representing for the Mexican crowd. I was there on Saturday. I was blessed to be there, man. And primeramente Dios. And keep going, man. That's it.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I've never actually heard somebody ask what a fighter ate. That's kind of crazy, but hey, I'm not mad at it. What is menudo? What is that?
Menudo, it's like, I think it's like cow stomach. It's something like that. A lot of people don't like it. But I mean, a lot of people do like it too. So,
you ever had menudo, Jamal?
Nah. I eat everything.
I was like, come on.
I eat everything, but I don't think I had that one. You know, I stay in the West. You know, I stay out there in the West. Shout out to my man JC. I eat everything out there in Mexican, but I don't think I had that.
You said menudo is like sancocho. Oh, okay, I get it. I get what sancocho is, but I don't know. But you got the lines blown up. People want to see you, man, and I don't understand the whole what he said about the $10 million thing. I mean, I think there's a pay-per-view fight. If I don't think there's many pay-per-view fights right now, but this is definitely one of them. And I think you have a lot going on in one of the toughest divisions. And not to mention, you don't even got a strap at 154, and you're rated the #1 fighter at 154. So that goes beyond anything. See, we got another caller calling up. You got Vergil on live. What's up, caller?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's John Bias Graham. First and foremost, good evening, Jamel. Good evening, Norbs. And how you doing, Big Verge?
How you doing, man? Pretty good.
All right. First and foremost, congratulations, man. That was some beautiful guard manipulation you did to Lubin to land that shot and basically have him out on the feet. So congratulations. You impressed the crap out of me, you know, with that work you did and got him out of there in short time. I thought he was going to give you a little bit of a tougher challenge, but you did what you were supposed to do. Great work.
Thank you, man.
My question for you is this. At this point in your career, would it be safe to say that you feel like you should be fighting for a championship or being a champion at this moment?
I should have been. I should have fought for one a long time ago.
I agree. Yeah, okay, I agree. So my question to you is this, and again, I don't want to shade Oscar, and I'm not trying to force any gotcha talk or nothing that crap like that. But I have been kind of perturbed and been confused on you getting the opportunity to be in position to fight for the title and the challenge Fandora, but your handlers have not pushed that issue. And I was wondering, is there a particular reason why that didn't get forced? Because I felt like you should have been able to fight Fandora and you should be a champion today. And I don't know if you would have the answer to that or if there's anything in regards to that. Because you've had that, interim, you've been in this position for over a year now, and I felt like you should have already been able to fight Fandora and beat him.
Yeah, I think the main thing that we have to look at here is Oscar is not in charge of the belts. It's not like the UFC where the UFC is controlling the belts and they can just I don't want to say hand it to a fighter, but like hand the fight to a fighter and like, hey, let's make this happen. Like Oscar does do his job, and he's always trying to he's trying to make the biggest fights happen, and I think you're seeing that in another way. Like I fought three top 10 fighters already at 154, and I still haven't got a title shot. And I don't. That's not Oscar's fault, but Oscar is giving me the toughest fights that he can. And as far as why we're not getting those title shots, why they're not being mandatories, or why I'm just not getting those fights, it's not Oscar's fault. That he can't say, all right, Vergil, you're fighting for the WBO because I said so. It doesn't really work like that. You know what I mean? And
I agree
as far
you.
as I know,
I
I was supposed to fight Stanionis at 147 before the year ended when I fought McKinson in 2022. And
I remember
it didn't happen. That fight was made into an eliminator to fight Stanionis before the year happened, but it didn't happen. And that's just how it is. And then that's when everything went down, when I got sick. But that fight was supposed to happen before the year ended. It just didn't happen. That's not Oscar's fault. I don't know whose fault that was.
I definitely remember that. The only thing though that catch me off guard though is in regard to that. And again, Oscar is the representation for you, so I wouldn't expect you to say anything less. But when we look at Xander, right? I don't think Xander is as good as you are personally. But for some reason, he was able to put himself in position, and they got that WBO belt right off of Fandora, because that's who he was going to fight was Fandora, and Fandora swerved him. And I'm like, well, why can't the same thing apply for you? I know the WBO and the WBA, the rules are a little bit different, but I just was wondering why that corner wasn't turned for you like it was turned for Xander. Because there's no reason why you shouldn't be fighting for a championship or already a champ. That's what we all saying at this point right now. Because you on that level, man. There's no debate.
And you know what? I've gone through this a million times in my head. I'm wondering the same thing. And you know what? I give Xander a lot of shit saying that he got a belt given to him. But you're right. Fandora didn't fight him for whatever reason. I don't know. Fandora would have stopped him in like the second round, in my opinion. But oh yeah, he would have. Yeah. He would. I mean, he would have got him out of there pretty early.
You have more faith in him than he had or his team had in himself, because they tried to put a weight clause on Xander, and then they dropped the belt. So, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know what happened there. I can't really speak on that. But like I said, Xander got the vacant belt, and he just got lined up for it, and he got the mandatory. The mandatory actually worked out for him. The last time we tried to go that way, it didn't work out for me. So, I mean, I've kind of lost faith in that whole process.
Got you. So I definitely appreciate you answering my questions, Verg, and I wish you the best, man. And we really want to see that fight. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, oh, Spence fight, but I understand from your perspective saying that, hey, this is a dream fight. This is the person I want to face. But we all feel like Spence should at least somebody.
Shit, my bad. Hold on 1 second. Get back to him. There's so many people calling, but you got the shit going crazy. Apologize to the caller. 516, you live with Vergil Ortiz.
What's going on? What's going on with you?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, champ. How you feeling? First of all, I want to say congratulations to you on your victory. And Jamel, salute family and salute to the channel.
Salute, bro.
So I got two questions I want to ask you, right, champ?
Yeah.
For one, there's a lot of confusion. So I want you to clarify and clear this up. Who exactly is in control of your career? Is it you that makes the last decision? Is it Oscar? Is it your manager? Because we hear a lot of different points when it comes to you fighting Jerron Boots Ennis. Your manager said $10 million. Oscar saying maybe you should fight Errol Spence and the undercard should be this. And your dad said that Boots hasn't earned his opportunity, yet you called him in the ring face to face, and that gets the fans excited. So I want to know from you, is that from you, not your team, not everybody, Vergil Ortiz himself, when he laid his head on the pillow, is that the fight that you want, and are you in control, and will you make the last decision based on that?
That is the fight that I want. And you just said it earlier. The thing is, it's a team. And you know what? In business, sometimes people have differing opinions. If I could make this, if I could just, I had 100% control, I would fight Boots next right now. I'd sign it right now. But the fact is that it's a business. And not only do we have the managers, do we have the promoters, do we have the coaches, you also have the broadcasting, like the zone, you know, you have there's so many things that go into play that when it comes to making a fight, you know, and it's complicated. It really is complicated. But if you were to ask me right now what fight I would want, I would fight Boots next.
So if they, what will hold it up from you saying make that fight? Because we saw the situation. Just to give you an example in what I'm explaining, right? When we saw Errol Spence, you know, we know that there was politics behind the scenes. Like you said, there's a lot that goes into it. There was a lot of politics. But Errol Spence said, listen, you know what? I'm standing my ground. I want Terrence Crawford fight next. That's the fight I got to have, right? When Canelo, when Erislandy Lara pressed Canelo at the press conference, Erislandy Lara, Canelo was like, this is the fight. Although Oscar said, no, not yet, not next. Canelo said, no, this is the fight I want next. What would prevent you from telling them, this is the fight you got to make next for me?
Nothing's preventing it at all. And I do tell them. And the thing is, like I've said before many times, is I already gave the green light twice already. And if they were to ask me again, I'd give them the green light for a third time.
Mm. And one more question I want to ask you. You, like you said, I was listening to you and the politics with the whole situation. You're the WBC interim champion. Keith Thurman, in my opinion, just jumped the line. You've been in this division longer than him. Yes, he's accomplished at 147, but in my opinion, he jumped the line, right? And now he's getting the opportunity to fight Sebastian Fundora. Is there anything that can guarantee you that you get the winner of that fight next?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but we were supposed to fight Thurman next at this fight too, and it didn't happen.
Why didn't that happen?
Because he went and fought Fundora.
Well, supposed to fight.
Yeah, and I get it. Yeah, I mean, shit, I do that too. But we were supposed to fight him too. It just didn't happen.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how did that? How did they come to you, and how is it explained to you? Because you're supposed to. I mean, you're the WBC interim champion. I thought that you're supposed to get your opportunity to fight Sebastian Fundora.
Like I said, exactly. And you know what? If I had the answer to that, I would be a world champion already. And like I said, I've lost faith in the process already of the whole mandatory and the whole all that stuff. I don't believe it in anymore because it never works in my favor. We've tried to press it and it just doesn't work for me. And I don't know why. You know what I mean? It's I should have been fought. I should have fought Maurice Hooker for the 140 title. I didn't get it. I beat him at 147. I know I could have beat him at 140. I love Maurice, by the way. 147, man. I was waiting for a title, but Spence and Crawford they were holding it up, and I grew out of the weight division. 154. I don't think it's gonna happen again. I hope it doesn't, but someone's gonna have to give me a title shot pretty soon. But like I said, it's not. I've lost faith in the process of. There's no line. Whoever they want next, it doesn't matter what the line is. Whoever they want next, that's who's gonna fight for it.
It's a fact.
That's much respect.
Let me chime in on that, like what he just said there real quick, in terms of the faith with that, because remember, I believe at 130, Albert Bell was mandatory. Well, the number one contender for a while, and never got his shot. And let's be real. We all know that sometimes these sanctioned bodies already in sanctioned bodies and the ones that are close with in terms of promotions or networks, they already have their choice of favorites and who they really want to fight for these titles. So I understand where Vergil's coming from, but yeah, it's definitely been overdue. But I get what he's saying as a fighter, because again, we've seen guys at the number one spot, and then somehow someone jumps ahead of them and gets the title shot and moves from there.
Yeah,
happens all the time.
In the sport of boxing.
Yeah. God, Vergil
so Vergil, could you just tell us what would be the chances, the percentage that we would get you versus Mongo next if you had to say right now?
100%.
That's all we want to hear, Chan.
Appreciate you, Blue.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, Blue, man. Take care out there, brother.
Appreciate you, Vergil.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man. Blessings. And once again, congratulations, champ.
Thanks so much.
Vergil, you got everybody.
Who the fuck you calling?
Man, caller, you live, man. What's up, man? We can't take calls from Vergil all night. What's up?
Hey, man, this is Billy, man. And I'm from Texas, bro. Shout out to you, Vergil, for bouncing back from Rabdo, man. I know that's very difficult, brother. So just to see you in the ring and take your tough fights back to back. Congratulations on your last win.
Thank you.
But I did hear, I don't know if you heard, but Robert Garcia was saying that y'all that the WBC might and is going to mandate you to fight Fundora. So I want to see the Boots fight. I think everybody in the chat wants to see the Boots fight next. But how likely is that if the WBC mandate you to fight the winner of Fundora Thurman? Would you forego the Boots fight to fight for a title, or do you think that this Boots fight is so big that I'm just going to go ahead and take this fight right now, and the winner will be on the brink of superstardom? Like, how do you feel about that?
That's a great question, and man, that just makes everything complicated, huh?
Yeah,
it really does. I mean, I've been waiting for that shot for a while, right? I don't know. I would probably still pick the Boots fight just because I think that it's a bigger fight, and I feel like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. I mean, maybe we could fight for the Ring magazine, you know? I mean, Boots technically hasn't fought anyone at 154 yet. So I don't know how likely they would make that happen. But
I gotta just say, I hope my man Doug Fisher is watching this. Shout out to my man Doug in Ring Magazine.
Yeah, shout out to Doug.
If they're at number 1 and number 2, that lineal championship should definitely be on the line, because that makes a lot of things a lot sweeter. Because any fighter out there will tell you that being the lineal champion means everything, and there's no disrespect to other section bodies, but being the man and recognized as the man makes a huge difference. So shout out to my man Doug and everyone at Ring Magazine. But if that is the case, we definitely would need that title on the line between Vergil and Boots at being that number 1 and number 2 in the division.
Would that be the first time two fighters? Would that be the first time that two fighters that didn't hold a major world title fight for the Ring magazine?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it. I don't. I gotta do my research. But that's a good question. But I don't think so, because again, we've seen a lot of guys that probably moved from like jumping from a weight class, shot up to the top of the rankings, and without even having to fight for one of the major four sanctioned bodies, and still was rated at number one and number two. But I believe, like again, I'm going to heavily promote that. Like I said, I'm close with my guy Doug out in California, though, man. Doug, I know you're watching. If these guys number one, number two, I know we know Vergil is number one, you know what I'm saying? But if Boost is number two, or I think it's number 1 and 3, whatever, that qualifies to putting that title, that lineal title on the line. But I think it's possible, bro. I think it's definitely possible, man. And it'd be, and like I said, it's the biggest fight at 154. You two guys are, you know what I'm saying, are recognized as the two biggest names at 154 pounds, and it's a stacked division. So I don't see why not the Ring magazine can't, potentially put that title on line if you know what I'm saying, that's what it is, to also help make the fight between you and Boots.
Yeah.
Since this fight, did you expect this fight to go with Lubin? Did you expect this fight to go and be, not saying easy for you, because none of these fights are easy, but did you expect to get the knockout so soon?
I'm not gonna lie, I had a feeling that it might have gone that way, but I was still mentally prepared for a physical chess match. I really thought that it was gonna be harder than that. And you know what? Look, it in a way it was, because look, I prepared myself physically and mentally for that fight. That was actually the longest camp I've had. It was like 4 months. And I mean, maybe we got that outcome because we trained so hard for it, and I did not want to lose. I'm like right there on the brink of getting these big fights. So maybe that's what did it, man. But yeah.
Outside of yourself, and this is a serious question, who do you think, outside of you, who is the best fighter 54 in your eyes?
I would say it's a toss-up between Ennis or Fundora. I think Fundora is just a difficult fighter, man. I think that his length, his lankiness, his stamina, his versatile shot selection is something that's going to be hard to beat for anybody.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you know what, Mel, and I appreciate the time up here, and Vergil, I appreciate the time. I appreciate you for taking 3 fights back to back, tough fights, and be willing to take the Boots fight, and 4 fights in a row, and a very, very difficult fight. Even if so I just respect that, man, and I'm proud of your resiliency, man. Back in the ring, your resilience, coming back from what you had to go through during the time you was going to fight for a world title against Ennis. And yeah, man, it's just great to see you, brother. And yeah, man, if the Boots fight happens next, and or whatever, man, I hope you get a big fight, and just continue blessings in your career, man. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, man.
Brother, appreciate you.
No, I just gotta say this, Norms. You gotta, my people's over there saying you gotta put the phone on do not disturb when you gotta go. We got the call on the D&D real quick, bro. You got an iPhone over there. Let's know how to use it.
I have it from a text now thing.
Hey, what's up, Trump?
Do not disturb still works.
Hey, yo, this is Star Boxing Knowledge, a.k.a. Rap Montana. I'm a UK podcast. What's going on,
Hold on, Chip. Give me one second. Just hang on 1 second. Hold on, Greg. Give me a second.
Slide that down and hit that do not disturb real quick. And shout out to everybody in the UK, man. Yeah, what time is it? It's like 4 in the morning over there, bro. It's like 4 in the morning.
Damn.
Hold on,
yeah, you're right.
Hold on. My phone, UK. Yo, you got this shit going crazy right now.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's good, brother? Talk to me.
Yeah, man. So we got the champ in the house, Vergil Ortiz, yeah?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
All right, man. Yeah, wicked. So, yeah, Vergil, man, we're big fans out here in England. And I know the big fight's coming up with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank. I want to know your prediction on that fight, bro.
Bro, it was so close the first time around, man, and it was a great fight, man. It was a great fight. I just uh I'm gonna pull for Ben on this one. I'm gonna pull for Ben on this one. He already lost and he wants revenge. So I think I'm gonna pull for him.
Hey, would you like to have a future fight with somebody like Conor Ben in the future in England or something like that?
I think that would be a great fight. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Ben. And I think that I mean, if we were to find London or somewhere in the UK, that'd be awesome. If I'm being honest, I like the people out there. Everyone was so nice when I went, and I know you guys are big boxing fans.
Yeah, for sure, champ. And I've got another question, champ. Turkey Al-Sheikh went on online one day and said that nobody wants to fight this Russian backroom. He even insinuated that people like Boots and Vergil, they're not really looking to fight backroom. What do you think about that fighter? And is that a fighter that you would like to fight? Because it seems like a lot of people are ducking him. What do you think about them statements?
I don't. When he said nobody, I'm pretty sure he just meant people like that they've already offered. Because I told Turkey myself I would like to fight him and to see if we could happen or not. And he was actually kind of pessimistic about the idea happening because I don't know, but I've asked him myself if I would like to fight him. That I would like to fight him.
Okay. And yeah, just another thing as well, bro. What is your 2 fights or 3 fights, if you could lay it out in boxing today, what would be your 3 fights that you would like to fight, champ? Yourself.
I would say
next year and a half.
I would say Ennis. I would say Spence, dream fight. And then I would say Fundora.
All right, what about another man from Texas, Jamel Charlo? Jamel.
For me, he's irrelevant, man.
Damn.
He really is.
All right, Corey, I appreciate your time.
He was the ex-undisputed champion, though, wasn't it? He was ex-undisputed lineal champion. Really, though, wasn't it?
He was.
Okay, all right, champ. Yo, nice catching up with you. And I'm looking forward to your next fight, bro. Everybody's wanting Boots. The whole boxing fans are talking about Boots. Hopefully you and Boots can make it happen. Boots, people think that, that you guys are ducking the fight now. I know that you wanted the fight before and they didn't want to fight you. So hopefully we can hash this out because, Vergil, that's the fight that a lot of fans are waiting for, bro.
Thank you. Hey, and I'll let you in on a secret real quick before you leave.
Okay.
Jermel said no to me twice for this fight.
All right, brother.
Oh, wait. So that fight was over to you?
Respect to the channel, respect to the champ.
Thank you, brother. Thanks. Wait, so that way the fight with Jamel Charlo was over to you?
Yep. Twice.
How long ago?
I don't know how long ago it was, but it was
Hold on, Greg.
I would say like a month or two before the Lubin fight got signed.
So around this time, it
was supposed to happen.
It could have been Saturday, pretty much.
It could have been Saturday.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I just thought it was really funny that he was saying that I'm not shit, and in the interviews and stuff, and that or whatever. Like you could have been up there. You could have said yeah, but he didn't, and now he wants to run his mouth.
Speaking of Boots Camp, I just want to put this out there. I got my man Greg Hackett on the line real quick before we let you go. Greg, you there?
Yeah, what's going on, y'all?
What's good, my brother?
I'm chilling. I just wanted to say, first of all, congratulations, Vergil. You know what I mean? You did your thing. Got rid of Lubin. You know what I mean? I'm just like curious, like on some real shit, like not even on no funny shit. If the Boots fight wasn't going to be next, then why did his name keep coming up? Like, why was that the main thing that coming up?
Hey, can you say that again? Because the beeping is kind of getting.
I'm sorry, dude. I apologize.
What you shit on D&D, goddammit?
I did.
Norris, you playing around, Norris. I said if the Boots fight wasn't going to be next, then why, like at the press conferences and interviews, if it just wasn't going to be next, then why was his name just coming up?
Well, first of all, no one said it's not going to be next. And it wasn't my idea for him to come out to the fight. So he didn't have to do all that. But he did, right? And I didn't tell him to come into the ring. I just saw that he was in the ring already, so I said, "Come over here." Since we were already on the subject of the question, right? So like I said, no one's saying that the fight is not going to happen next. I would love for it to happen. If it like I said, if it was up to me, I you know what? I've already moved on my mind from Spence already at this point. I would love to. I would still like to fight Spence at some point in the future, but at this point now, it's all Boots for right now. That's the fight that I would want. But as far as other people saying different stuff, I can't speak on that. But from my words, from my mouth right now, I'm telling you that I would pick that for that fight to happen next.
And what I pick up is that you want the fight, and that's what I believe. I believe you want the fight because just the way that the amateur system is, you got to fight the best. You know what I mean? So it's like these fighters are groomed this way. I understand that. So I think you do want the fight. But how do you feel that about the fact that your team don't want the fight? Your manager, your promoter, your father. You know what I mean? How you feel about that?
My manager just wants to fight. He's just being a manager. He wants to make sure that I get paid. That's why I have him as a manager. My promoter wants the fight to happen next. My dad wants it to happen next. He wants me to win for sure. He wants me to prove everybody wrong, and I want to do the same thing. As for the reasons of like I said, of other people's answers, I can't give it to you. I don't know. I can't speak for them.
Do you think it's more of an issue of like the venues and where the fight is going to be held, things like that?
No. I think we all know it's going to be in Vegas when that fight happens.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't really go into detail on why other people are answering different answers, but like I said, at the end of the day, when they ask me if I want to fight, I'm going to say yeah. No, don't even worry about it.
Appreciate you, Greg.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Verge. I appreciate y'all for bringing me on, man. I just hope this fight get made because I think it's a great fight. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Jamel?
What's good with you, Greg, man? Good to hear from you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Virgil, I appreciate you even taking all these calls and keep staying with us for an hour.
And
I just got one call calling all day, and then I'll let you go if that's cool with you. Is that all right?
Hey, it's all good, man. Yeah.
Appreciate
you. I just got to add one thing, bro. One thing with you, brother. One thing. So, every time you fight after your celebration, you got to speak on the meme. You got to speak on the meme. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When I'm talking about the kid. Yo, when did that start for you, bro? Like, who why do people keep thinking that's you?
It's the hairline, bro. And you know what?
I had to bring that up because you said when you was excited that you had to fight in the blue ball. I said, well, after you won that fight, I'm pretty sure you get that problem with, you know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I can kind of see it. The thing is, I can't even like fight against it. I can see why that they would think that. It's the hairline, bro.
The timeline goes flooded every time this man fights and wins, and like Virgil's out here celebrating.
I don't know, bro, but that is just a crazy coincidence. I get people asking me that all the time, bro.
No, you know how to mark me out. Mess with you on that one, man. But it's good to see you, man. I'm happy for you, brother. Again, man, like I said, we wanted the fans wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you kept it professional. You answered them to your with honest, with your food, to your best abilities. And again, man, where can people find you at online, man?
It's just on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's just my name, Vergil Ortiz.
We got the junior in it. Is it junior in it or just Vergil Ortiz?
Nah, it's just Vergil. It's just Vergil Ortiz. Okay, on the handle. Yeah.
And what games you playing right now, bro? Because right now I've been on the Battlefield very heavily.
You've been on? Is Battlefield good?
Yeah, man, get the game, bro. Go ahead and get it, man. I know you're a Call of Duty. I know you're a Call of Duty player, but go ahead and get that Battlefield, man. I've been on that heavy, man.
It's just so big, bro. Like no homo pause, but like the maps are huge.
I mean, No, homo. They got smaller maps. They got smaller maps too. But like, I get what you're saying. I get it's like literally like a bet, but now there's stuff that's like similar to Call of Duty in terms of maps and everything like too, bro. You gotta try it out, bro.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm almost scared that I'm gonna like it.
Nah, try
if that makes sense, because I'm a Call of Duty guy for sure.
That's what I said. You would call. I had to ask, bro. Like, yo, you should try it out, bro. And like I said, all the maps aren't crazy big and that are crazy. It's like once you mess around with it, you'll find what you like. You know what I mean? Like I'm not into the whole big like that either. Like whatever, but like I get what you're saying.
I'm probably gonna start out on the battle royale because I know there's a free battle royale. For
I think
I'm gonna start out on that.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was texting you, I was on there like, let me the man real quick.
We need to hop on there.
Yeah. Nah, we'll talk, boy. We'll link up on the game. I think my PS5 guy, bro. You know, it goes across all consoles anyway. But like, we'll link up, bro.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Frank Bain. I know he wants me to read this to Vergil. He says salute for show for having Vergil on, taking all the tough questions. We know Ennis ducked 2 times, begged for 2 tune-ups. Did he show up and let the people ask questions? Appreciate that. That's what he asked. That's what we wanted to put up there. My man, I tried to put the guy on 214. I apologize, but Vergil, you already let know. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you. I'm a big fan of you. I will be rooting you on. Even if you fight Xander, even on Puerto Rican, I'm on your team. So
thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, thank you for having on. And again, man, shout out to my man Rick for making it happen, man. I know Rick. I know you've been getting a lot of criticism, but you know it's all love here, Rick. And again, man, thank you for getting Vergil on here, brother. And I hope to hear from you soon, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
Have a good night, brother. Take care of yourself out there.
Man, I'm sure he jammed the phone lines, bro.
Hey, my brother was going off on the text. It was like, it said, Norm's got one job.
Damn, bro, I put do not disturb.
Shout out to Pop. He said, my man got one job. What are we doing here? They got some things over here.
Oh, the hell no. Bro, so
we have to get a whole different line, bro, for the show, because that shit was crazy, bro.
I did, but you know what the crazy thing is? It goes into the roadcast and it kept going back. I'm like, bro.
What was you using? What's that?
Let me play my. I've got to apologize to my man, Inevitable. I tried to answer your call when he was on. I couldn't get through. You there? Yo, Inevitable.
He sounds like the background's kind of off.
Oh, no, you're on now. What's up, brother?
There we go. It's Inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville. Coming at you live from the greatest city of all time, Dallas, Texas. Hey! My brother, I got nothing but love for you, Norm and Jamal. Nothing but love for you guys. The 10A podcast. Remember to retweet. Remember to hit that like button on YouTube. My brother, it don't matter. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you like this. It was a great interview. You guys hit it off. You fucking hit a home run tonight. It was beautiful. And I will say this, though, guys. I will say this. Like I said before, and that's what I was going to tell Vergil Ortiz. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about it, because there's going to be plenty of fucking haters out here. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. I got hacked today by a hater. He hates me so much, he hacked me on my account. That's how bad it was, bro. And at the end of the day, I had to tell X, hey, this motherfucker right here, and I got that motherfucker suspended. He's out. He's done. You know, for coming into my fucking X space and my X account and try to get, jealousy is a hell of a drug. Jealousy is a hell of a drug. But, I will move on from that. I will tell you this. As a Dallas, Texas native, as Metroplex, I love my Metroplex. I'm going to say this. Like I told you before, guys, I really believe in that Errol Spence Jr. versus Vergil Ortiz fight, Texas Stadium. And like I was going to tell Vergil, don't worry about the hate. Don't worry about the hacking. Don't worry about people from Philadelphia that come up here and they want to just literally say, why ain't you taking the fight? I don't care what you got to say. I care about giving us the great fights here in Dallas, Texas, for all native Texas states. We want the best versus the best, and for us, it's Errol Spence Jr. coming off a couple of layoffs. I know what it is, but it's still for our city. Boxing that would definitely make the city and the Metroplex even grow bigger. Now, I will say this: Bruce Ennis, Vergil Ortiz is a pay-per-view fight. It does over 280, maybe 300,000 pay-per-view buys, because it is our 2 or 3.0 of Hagler versus Tommy Hearns, 2 young guns two stallions fighting for it. I believe in Vergil. What is power? He has great power. I believe in Boots with dynamic power, which he is a very great fighter himself. Norb, Jamal, what do you think about that? Do you think that fight with Errol Spence Jr. does more in pay-per-view than it does with Boots? And just give me your opinion, brother.
Not right now. Not right now. I gotta see we want to see my man EJ just bounce back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Love my brother EJ, man. That's always been my A1 since day one. But like in terms of trying to sell it to the public, that's what pay-per-view comes off. That's how you gotta sell it. You know what I mean? You gotta sell it. He has been active since the Bud fight. So, again,
yeah,
it's going to be hard to convince. Like I said, it could be big in Dallas. Don't get me wrong. But in terms of like the general public that's tuning in, it's going to be a hard sell right now. You know what I mean? even it don't make it no better when you got Roy Jones Jr., who basically said that I guess he's supposed to be working with EJ next, but he's the one also saying that he wants to see Vergil and Boots next.
Yeah, everybody wants that's the biggest fight I think in boxing right now, bro. The fact that we were able to
now, I understand that, Norm. I understand that, but I'm in Dallas, Texas. You know what I heard today at my job, where I have to take care of my patients? Do you know that somebody told me, "Did you see Vergil Ortiz? Man, I was staying here at the hospital and I saw the fight, and I still want to see him and Errol Spence Jr." You see, even a man in his little bed, sick like a dog, he wants to see Errol Spence Jr. and Vergil Ortiz. That's how much the public here in Dallas, Texas, wants to see that fight. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna let it go like this, guys. Terrence Bud Crawford did tweet today that you are my friend, but if you are a friend of my enemy, then you are my enemy. That tweet really was sounded out there. It looks like, like you said, Roy Jones Jr. is coming out here in Dallas. He's here today. He's here right now. He's working out with Errol Spence Jr. How do you feel about Terrence, right? Terrence is doing his little world tour all around the world. For the winner of Canelo Alvarez, of course, you're going to do your victory parade. But for him to say that tweet, and I feel, in my opinion, what I tweeted, now what I posted, it was directed at Roy Jones Jr. Did you think that's salty? That is disrespect to the legend. He can do whatever he wants. You got no respect for that game. Look, guys, at the end of the day, I'm going to let you go. Again, all the people on Twitter, retweet, everybody on YouTube, hit that fucking like button. And
hit that like button. Please hit that like button.
This is never. D-Block, D-Count, D-Bill, coming at you live from the greatest fucking city of all time, Dallas fucking Texas. Have a hell of a night.
You too, brother. Yeah, it's funny. We were speaking about what he said. I don't know, man. I don't know if Bud just made a random tweet. Like,
Bud is old, man. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, if it wasn't like blatantly out there like that, who knows? It could have been anything. You know what I mean? It could have been anything. I know D-Block, you did hit me up. I'm my bad for not replying. I know you sent me that earlier, but like, I don't really have no say on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've known Bud for years. I've never known Bud to ever be, a salty character or come off jealous of anybody. You know what I mean? So for all I know, that could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bud. Shout out to Errol. I hope to see my man Errol Spence back in the ring, back in the gym soon. And I'm just leave it at that. You know what I mean? But I don't wanna, speak on ifs. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows?
If ifs were spliff, then we all be high, right? Now, shout out to all. I apologize to all the callers that try to get on. All the people that were in the comments of trying to retweet everything. Shit was kind of crazy. I'm over here on my Roadcaster.
Shout out to my man Spit. Shout out to on the Spit Bucket podcast too, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I seen them pulled up and there we go. Shout out to the Spit Bucket podcast, man. They always show love since day one. Shout out to the chat as a whole. Whether y'all was upset or whatever, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all still, man. Even my own brothers is on the side. Mel, you need. I get y'all, man. I love you. I'm trying, like I said, again, I'm trying to be courteous. Let my man speak. Let my man speak before we start, bombing them with question after question. And again, I felt that Vergil did answer all the questions. Like I said, if it's up to him, he wants Boots next. What more do y'all want? Then y'all started going to the business side. That's even the side that, for me personally as a fighter, I don't really dig into as well when it comes to even my own career, because That's what we got handlers for. But like I said, if no fighter is really scared to fight each other. And again, they're the two best in the division. That's probably the biggest fight to make next in boxing as a whole. So we'll see. But like I said, he even said, but I guess y'all did your job because before Vergil did get off, he did say, you know, right now is Boots because okay, I don't even want to really deal. I don't even want to even talk Spence right now. You know, it's a dream fight. It's his dream fight, but I know that like he sees and hears everything that's going on, and y'all pretty much got through. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always said the people matter as well. And that's never to say that I've never been one to say, oh, y'all opinion doesn't matter, whatever, because y'all are the ones that's tuning in. Y'all are the ones that's paying to see us perform night in and night out. So again, I think everything y'all was saying and coming out with it, even the callers, I think it hit home because at the end he was like, it's up to me. I want Boots next. I want Boo next. So
that's what he said. He did say that.
He said Spence, yeah, of course Spence, but that's a dream fight. And if it happens down the road, it happens down the road, which I'm cool with. Like I said, I want to see my man bounce back. He looks great at 154. Errol, that is. I don't mind seeing that fight either. But again, he said it himself. 154, the number one choice. So every time they ask for his list, his number one choice has always been Boots. So y'all got to give him that. And L, I seen the jokes. L, my name is not Jamal. Y'all got to cut the shit. We're not doing that. I'm still tuned in, but I got
the fact that he didn't duck no callers and answered everybody respectfully, didn't get upset. Shout out to Vergil. Like people were like, he got asked the same question about 400 times and didn't even fucking blink. So I definitely got to give him.
He kept the straight face on.
Yeah, no, he did what he had to do, and it was funny when you're saying, because he did say, you know what, I don't even want Errol no more. I want Boots because he heard the people actually speaking to him, which is crazy. So shout out to Vergil for doing it, and I'm very grateful for him because he gave us the exclusive, bro. Nobody else got this, so that's super dope. Shout out to Rick. Shout out to everybody.
Real, I think it's gonna turn like that that pastor from the late '90s with the perm that's out there dancing. I think it's gonna say, "Cut that bitch up for real." Oh, I was like, y'all know what I'm talking about. My man has to be out there in the late '90s doing his toll free calls and be dancing or whatever. And crip walking with the Bible in his hand. I thought Bruce was gonna pull one of them moves and be like, cut that bitch up, because y'all was on my man ass at one point, but
they said no. Can you go back to Puerto Rico after picking Vergil over Xander? Yeah, I'm not gonna bullshit. I got Vergil over Xander. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is, guys. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
They about to ban you from the island.
Oh, I'm going there this summer too. It's crazy.
Yeah. They about to ban you from the island. You better tread carefully.
Shout out to my lawyer.
Shout out to my man. In fact, speaking of, shout out to my man Xander though, man. Even though, like I said, it was the podcast, the episodes of on Vergil, but I see Xander out there making headlines, going for unification matchup. So you can't be mad at that. He's definitely trying to pull that leverage, and you know, what I'm saying in his favor as the top dog in the division, you know, at least in terms of title holder. But yeah, shout out to my man Xander Zayas. Top rank. That's nothing, man. Y'all gotta give Top Rank some credit too, because I was speaking with my guy JC, and people were basically trying to say that say Top Rank is done because they don't have a network. That's now, but they're still out there making moves. And remember, Michaela Mayer just came up with a huge unification matchup. Xander Zayas is over here, making a huge unifications matchup in his own right, in his own career as well. And that's because his handlers and his promoter are still doing their job, despite if they have a network or not. Top Rank is still doing their job and making shit happen. So shout out to them for as well.
Absolutely, man. I ain't gonna front, man. This is going to be everywhere tomorrow. This is about to be crazy. Spit Buckets is hitting the playback. Yeah,
man.
Salute to the chat. Hell of a job, Norbs and Jamal.
Shout out to my guy Goodfella too, man. Shout out to Goodfella, man. I people all y'all, man.
Shout out to Uncle Turkey for tuning in. Appreciate you, Uncle. He texts me a little, not you. He doesn't know you. He knows me. All right.
Whatever, get that bag.
That's my guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was happy about the show. I didn't want to end it, but I felt bad. Like I'm like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, my man was very skeptic about having callers on. I was like, no. I said, no. Let let the people talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the people talking, whether
Yeah,
y'all agree or disagree, or whatever. As long as you know what I'm saying, as long as you're respectful, I don't mind people calling in. I really don't mind. Even in the chat. I know y'all was on my neck too. But I was letting my man just speak. Mel, you ain't asking a hard question. Let it flow, God. But I'm saying I respect all y'all at the end of the day, man. I don't mind when y'all call in, y'all, and I appreciate everybody who called in. Y'all still kept it cool and respectful, you know what I'm saying? So it's all love there at the end of the day, man. And as long as it's like that, we'll continue to you know what I'm saying, let y'all speak y'all voice, because y'all voice to me at least matters. We're gonna have to tell Norbs to get a new phone or something, because all the beeping.
I'm gonna have to get another line.
Pop, my brothers, he's like, yo, you got one job, yo, you fix the phone.
I got one job.
My bro, little bro was like, yo, you wild. Even my other brother Gerard was like, yo, what's going on?
What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get a whole nother. It's crazy. Like I'm not taking no more callers. Fuck that.
Nah. We still get the call. You got to just do something about that phone, right? Like,
I thought, I apologize, but anyway, it was a great interview.
My man Vergil had the AirPod Max on, still couldn't hear the shit was going on.
God damn, that shit loud. I'm like, yeah, Vergil, you sending him my phone bill.
Shit.
But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna let y'all rock out. This is exclusive from the 10A Pockets from me and Jamal. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. Pop
subscribe,
wild.
hit the notification.
Pop wild, man. Pop out here wild, man.
Hit the notification button, man. So you see that?
Hey, Hollywood, man, Hollywood was on my neck too, yo.
Wow, Alicia took a shot. She said if I had an Android, we wouldn't have these issues. Wow.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Hey. We're not gonna do
that. Uncle Turkey, I need another line. Okay, I need another line. You know what I mean? Because clearly the show's getting super popular, and that's a good thing. Sean Porter this Monday. Friday we have another show. I don't know if we're gonna get somebody else.
No. And again, I spoke to Shakur. Like I said, I know Shakur wants to come on. I want to speak to him about the whole female matchup. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. But shout out to my man Shakur Stevenson, man. Me and Shakur always chat on the side. It's all love. So shout out to Shakur.
Coming on too. Jeez, if I get Xander on, he's not gonna come on. He probably hates me.
Yeah, Hollywood's definitely about business. Mel, damn it, Mel actually got there. Like, yo, chill. We're gonna get there. That's what the point of him coming out. It's like the first 10 minutes, y'all talking about the headboards and y'all shit that don't matter. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they was coming at my boy like that. I was like, what's the matter with the headboard? He was chilling. You know what I mean? He said, I don't like your headboard.
Yo, the chat. Wow, yo. I said, yo.
Yo, we out here, man. Y'all crazy.
I'm never doing a podcast in my grandmother's living room. You're talking about like a grandmother's sofa. Yo, it got mad. It got the plastic on the sofa still.
Jesus.
What y'all doing, man? We out, bro. We out though, man. Yo, y'all be good. Y'all be easy out there, man. Y'all enjoy your night, man. Love y'all though, man. Y'all be easy though, man.
Yo, we out. This is gonna be crazy in the morning.
You got some editing to do, brother.
What? Yo, before we leave, it's gonna be edited before I even get. You know how many people are cutting it right now?
Hey, I appreciate them. Shit, keep sharing it.
Yeah, give us some credit though. We love to show love to people. Shout out to Blue Blood for calling up everybody else. But we out of here, Mel. I love you to death, boy. We gonna talk. I'm out of here.
Yeah.